The Kolibri-Longbow is the final Kolibri fighter, coming in at 18 tons dry. The real change is weapon architecture. The ship is listed with 10 weapon slots, 8 of them gimbal-supported, but what I can actually access is 8 total weapon slots. That means the current platform appears to be fully gimbal-based, which makes the Longbow a major shift from the early Kolibri fighters. Stock, the outer port and starboard mounts use size 4 low-profile gimbals with ship-unique VDB-20 Bravos. The central dorsal and ventral mounts use size 2 low-profile gimbals with size 1 VDB-15s. The remaining 4 dorsal and ventral slots are empty, supporting size 1 and size 2 gimbals. So first, I'm testing the stock Longbow after patch 2007. Then I'll fully outfit all 8 slots and see what the added weight does under combat pressure. Alright pilots, welcome back to In the Black, where we are going to get ourselves into the Kolibri-Longbow. In its most default configuration, you got these special size 3 VDB-20s. So that's interesting. Let's start with, I was going to say drone sweep. Here's level 4. Might not have be super successful with that, but let's give it a shot. I'm SethOnDuty. Let's fly in the black. Of course, this time the game is still in early access.
Attention Alpha 1, you are entering the engagement zone. Those Leith radicals left a nasty surprise. They've deployed mines and
thrust is real good
to block our flight path. We don't have the time or the Delta V to slow down or attempt a detour. We're counting on you to clear a path for us to safely reach the station. Hope you're a crack shot because that's probably the quickest and safest way to take out those defenses.
Target locked.
Yes, so we do not have a railgun on us, so we're going to have to move in and take these all out one by one. Yeah, like I was saying, it's got really good thrust. Very powerful. Now, historically, if you remember back to my first earlier videos, I don't fly this thing very well. It seems to be more of like a dogfighter, or take control of your surrounding space. So, yeah. Take my review and fly, at least flying this thing,
aka Bitch and Betty, warns you when
with a grain of salt.
Nice shot, Alpha 1.
Target locked.
Who's shooting at me?
You are targeted.
Who is that?
Target locked. Target locked. You are targeted. Target destroyed. Target locked.
Come on.
Targeted. Target locked. Target destroyed.
There we go. We're just flying in a big circle right now.
Target locked. You are targeted. Target destroyed.
So far, so good. I am at 96% integrity right now.
Locked. Target destroyed. Are targeted. Target
20%.
destroyed.
Good start.
Yeah, let's do some evasive maneuvers here.
Target locked.
So this cutter is going to prove to be extreme hassle to take care of, because we don't have the high power to take it down, and we crashed into it. God dang it. Oh, I mean, even from that, we got 29,000. It only costs 4,000 to repair, so that's not bad. but it's not great either. So go into those with your friends. That's all I'm going to say about that. I kind of suspected a level 4 difficulty will not go well. So let's try a Recon. Should we go level 4? Hell yeah. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so baseline test number 2. So baseline, we're looking at only 4 hard points occupied. I will say those side do turn pretty slowly. Those side hard points. Like, yeah, it's easy to keep up with your mouse as you go. But to go from here to like over here takes about 4 or 5 seconds. So keep that in mind while you're flying this
Bandits
thing.
coming in hot. You've reached waypoint 1. Keep going. This part of space is usually clear, other than the occasional off-network traffic like smugglers or zone runners. Any hostile ships are to be taken out without warning.
These big 20 mils are doing serious damage.
Component destroyed. Target targeted.
Okay, who's shooting at us?
Deactivated. Target locked.
Shrike, huh?
We're picking up heat spikes. You've got incoming. That's waypoint 2. You're doing fine.
You are targeted.
Oh, we got destroyed by a missile. Hey. Okay. So on that, I think it's time to upgrade. I've already went ahead and pre-purchased all of these in advance, so you don't have to sit through while I do this, but I did sort this out earlier. So we're not touching the side. These two are the sides, your port and starboard. We're leaving those alone because as far as I can see this VDB-20, go to the store, there's no size 3 VDB-20. These are special for this ship, so we're leaving those the heck alone. We will upgrade this slot though, because it supports up to a size 3. We're going to put in the size 3. There we go, and we're putting in new VDB-20s. We're basically making a VDB-20 beast right now. So assign that. Here's a size 2 VDB-20. And then on all these other ones, we're putting the size 2 low profile gimbals. And then each one of these will have a VDB-15. Because you can only support a size 1 VDB-15 on these. Alternatively, you could put like the GSU 118 for a bit more sustained fire, but I don't care. I'm going all out with VDB, a VDB build, if you will. Let's make sure our livery updates on Duty 2.3. Here we go. So now we're just gonna be a menace. Wait, one thing I wanted to point out as well. Yeah, almost everything's on weapon slot 2 except for our hard points. Okay. It's kind of silly we have to reapply the paint every time, but that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that our weapon slots were configured correctly. So now let's get ourselves into... Hey, this is search and destroy. This will be a good test for our CWIS capabilities. Because why not? And also, I am having a bit more fun in this longbow. This Kolibri variant is funner to fly, honestly.
This is Control. We bribed a ton of CorpSec stooges to get you in that mine. Now move out.
System activated.
Okay. So we could cut left I'm actually more inclined to just stay with our friend here. See him? That Reus right there. Also, who's behind us? I thought there was another ally. Oh, he went down. The probe went down. Okay, that's fine. Where did our friends go?
You are targeted. Weapon disabled.
Yep, we lost the Sea-Wiz already. Fine, we'll just stay with our Reus. He wants to just take off. We're gonna keep up with him. Okay, slow it down on the turn here.
Nice work. Your DSS should display your next target.
Gotta back it up there, Reus. What are you doing? Let's go right. Yeah, it's kind of a shame we already lost one of our VDB-15s. Okay, someone killed our friend now. That's not good. Just burst fire.
Are targeted. Component
Okay,
destroyed.
good job. Find the next one.
We are killing drones pretty swiftly, but if they have the drop on us, we're screwed. We left our friendly Reus behind. We're on our own out here. In here, out here, same difference. You guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's keep going here.
You are targeted.
Okay, I see you. Stupid turret. That's what you get. Here's another target.
You are
Nice
targeted.
work. Your DSS should display your next target.
We're still getting shot at. No, we took care of the turret. Good. Alright. Slow it down. So we can turn into here. At least I think that's...
Are targeted.
Oh shoot.
Target locked.
Holy. Slow it down.
Target locked. Target destroyed.
Uh-oh.
Target locked.
Fire on the enemy. We have 3 drones over here.
Target.
Oh, they destroyed us. Oh, rats. I thought we were going to do better with that. Okay, so now I know. A close quarter battle, not so great in this, unless you have your friends to help defend you. So now let's go ahead and try out... That was a level 4. Let's try that level... We only have a level 2 recons. I would like to do a better one. That's fine. We also have to try the ship strike on this. Okay, so we're in the recon. This thing does move very quickly, I will say. It's refreshing, actually.
Bogies detected. Assume they're hostile.
For 20
Reach
tons,
waypoint 1. Keep going.
System deactivated.
20
The
tons,
surrounding
that's pretty
space
good.
is littered with small debris from multiple battles.
System
Much of it's still hot, so accurate readings are impossible. There could be multiple enemies hidden throughout this whole battle space.
Alright, what are you? A Shrike. Okay, let's try it. We know we can take down a Shrike pretty easily. He's 14 kilometers away, but let's not let them pile up. I think that's always a bad idea. So make sure we don't hit any of these debris. Okay, we went through the debris, no problem. Here we go. Alright, Mr. Shrike. What you gonna do? Hey, you wanna dance? Takes two to tango. Oh. Whoa.
Temperature status.
Pretty good. Oh, wow. Took him down, no problem. That was awesome.
Flight system activated.
Yeah, when we turn around and we retrograde burn, it goes that direction almost like quite instantly as long as you're below that 300 meters per second mark. It's pretty freaking awesome. And I can appreciate how much firepower this thing has. I was thinking alternatively you could outfit it with lasers. That might be a fun go because they just don't have much range, right?
That's waypoint 2. You're doing fine.
Waypoint 3 should be over here. Yeah, there it is. I've done this so many times that I know where all the waypoints are, because in the previous patch of 1696, you were able to just fly from waypoint to waypoint and complete the mission. Now it's not the case. You actually have to defeat the hostiles as they come along. You still get money for completing
Watch
all the
out.
waypoints.
Picking up multiple unknowns scattered across the sector. Crossing waypoint 3. Stay frosty.
You are targeted.
Keep up the pressure. Yeah, absolutely decimated him.
Locked.
Facelifter, eh? That's another Kolibri.
Temperature status. Weapon disabled.
Oh,
Target destroyed. System deactivated.
alright, we're doing alright. Where is this? Oh, here we go. Hell yeah, the music's awesome. So the threat's done. So, all in all, like we did lose only one of our VDBs, so that's unfortunate. Let's point them all this way towards the waypoint. There we go. So yeah, all in all, we did only lose one of those, so that's unfortunate. But which one was it? Ah, the starboard ventral. We lost. Hey, that's just life. So against fellow Kolibris, it might suffer a little bit. These hard points are so exposed. Like the idea with the low profile, what the hell?
Bandits coming in hot.
Where are you?
You are targeted. Locked.
Is it just the one Shrike? 7 kilometers away. Don't waste your fire. Oh, there's a Kolibri as well. Let's go after that Shrike first. Because it looks like he's kind of below this ship.
You are flight system activated. Target destroyed.
There we go.
Target locked.
Take him down.
Temperature status.
Yeah, the range on the VDBs is actually really good. This is all
Target destroyed.
quite impressed with this ship overall so far. At the lower difficulty, it's definitely not made to go after. I would say do a tier 3 difficulty, don't do a tier 4 or level 3 hazard, not a level 4 hazard. But all in all, so far, pretty satisfied. What's left? A debris sweep we could do. Here we go, ship strike. Here I am saying don't do a level 3 or 4. We're going to do level 3. At least that's what it looked like. There is a cutscene, you guys. I just always skip it because I've seen... Once you've seen it once, you have seen them all. So we have Axeman and Hobo. A Hyperion and a Kolibri. Okay, we're going to avoid that fire. Where's our allies going? Oh, we have an allied Hyperion and an allied Kolibri. They don't match my color scheme.
You are targeted. Target locked.
Okay, we're gonna accelerate.
Temperature status. Target locked.
Yep, we're doing okay. Oh, holy shit.
System deactivated. Flight system target activated. Locked. Target locked.
Yeah. The Dawn has killed both of our allies, so it's gonna start focusing its fire on us here in a minute. It already has. Oh shit, look at all that fire coming in. We did lose one weapon so far. But at the same time... Oh, whoa. Okay, Kolibri, enemy Kolibri is sitting at 100% integrity still. There. Get out of here, Hyperion. Uh-oh. We lost another weapon. Yeah, I'm like constantly flying up or sideways, or as I'm rotating, so I'm not flying straight at him all the time. You're done, son. So now let's just burn towards that Dawn and get the hell out of here. They only took out one of his turrets, so we're gonna have to do the rest of the heavy hitting here. No. 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 Flying downward. Flying left. Flying left. Oh, we lost another component. Uh-oh. We're out of ammo. Flying left and forward. I have no idea how much punishment those turrets and hardpoints can take. So we're kind of flying in the black here. Hell yeah. Come on. Come on, baby. You could do it. Oh.
Destroyed. Target locked.
Ammo critical. Uh-oh. See, every time you switch sides, it's got the drop on you. Oh, propulsion's critical. Ammo is critical. Certain gun slots are dead. We're not doing good here. Propulsions might be out, actually.
Disabled.
I think we are out of propulsion. So let's see. Yeah, we're not thrusting anymore. So let's just burn to the left with our RCS. The remaining RCS thrusters we have, which it appears we only have 2. This is not good. We're also a really small target for them to hit. 17% integrity left. And if you turn broadside on them,
Target locked.
I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Flying slightly upwards. Let's do this again. Gain some speed over it. Come on, baby. Oh, we're gonna take some hits. No, we're done. We're done.
Destroyed.
10% integrity left. Ay, ay, ay.
Flight system deactivated.
Turn on him. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. He got us. And we only got 4,000 credits for that. But hey, something's better than nothing. At least it covers the repair costs of the ship. Okay, let's move into ship's analysis and weapon loadout breakdown. So overall, I have mixed feelings. I don't really like the way that it's set up, but the way that I have it set up, maybe it's not as effective as it could be. For example, if we look at the customization, I could have kept these VDB-20s, but I also could have put them on ball mounts. But if you do that, like I have been saying for a while now, your pitch down is limited to 3 degrees. That's not great. While I appreciate the extra coverage you get, I feel like the external mounts actually didn't take much punishments. The ones that were taking punishment were these low-profile gimbals in the middle. So these 4 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, perhaps they would have benefited from being a ball gimbal. And being that they're not really your forward-facing, those are kind of your all-around point defense, maybe it would have benefited from going with this, because they almost do go straight 90 degrees pitch upward. So that's an interesting. They also seem to have a much higher speed. So maybe it was just the way I had it set up. See, I'm comparing these with the size 2 low profile gimbals. There's a difference between the 2 cradle gimbals as well, I will point out here. This cradle gimbal does not yaw, it only goes up and down. Just so you guys are aware. So I wish there was a way for you to differentiate the 2. I wish the developers would put that in there. At, hey, look at your yaw limit min, yaw limit max. Those are at 0 degrees. Therefore, your yaw speed is 0 degrees. Yaw, by the way, is pitching, or is going left and right, or horizontal. So that's a huge thing. If you are just wanting to be a forward-facing, shooting down enemies forward-facing only, you do have -4 degrees and +4 degrees pitch, and it moves at 100 degrees per second, but that's like milliseconds, I guess, if you're trying to calculate how quickly. So that's forward-facing only. The cradle gimbal up here, this is your regular one, so be careful if you are trying to upgrade into this. If you spend your money on this, it's not a big deal. You should get most of it back. But my recommendation is maybe go with the ball gimbal for these point defense, and it just gives them that extra survivability. Also, I've never actually bought any of these, so let's buy one. So that's what it looks like, right? Not bad. So it'll look like your ship has balls. It's going to be really cool. Of course, the ball turret, you have balls, and then your ammo is housed safely inside of that ball. So if anyone's shooting at it from behind, shooting at it from left and right, or any other angle other than straight on, it's very well defended. So that's what it would look like. It would have balls all around. Of course, I'm not spending $80,000 each on that because that is not worth it to me. We're going to assign that. I'm going to put that back in, and then I believe, yeah, frick. I'm just going to cancel out of this because it should give me my money back. Either way, moving on to your size 3s, these seem to be fine. These seem to perform just the way that you should be performing with your low profile gimbal. You do have that strange cradle gimbal on the bottom that only elevates and declination of 4 degrees either side horizontal. That's not a very good outlook for this ship. It should like have a warning on there that tells you this is what you're buying. Are you sure this is what you want to buy? It essentially makes a fixed weapon into a lower tiered fixed weapon. So you down tier by 1 size, and then you do have the beautiful thing of pitching up and down. If that's what you're after, then go for it. Other than that, with the size 3, this is what I have, right? So both these cradle gimbals up top and this low profile gimbal here, all the gimbals go almost 90 degrees. And then, of course, with the ball gimbals, you only get that -3 degrees inclination. But that being said, I don't think it's worth it to get into a size 3 ball. I mean, if you're into that, you have the money, you have the means, go ahead, do it. I don't recommend it. Looking at the actual weapons on your size 3, and this is what I was thinking about before. I was more thinking about putting laser weapons on these 4 on the exterior, because these VDB-20s that came with it, I just put here. Sorry, I'm misspeaking. It doesn't come with VDB-20s, it comes with VDB-15s, which gave me the idea to go full VDB build. You'd have to purchase these VDB-20s separately, but you do have different options. My recommendation, potentially a laser might actually benefit you a lot. As far as I know, the Python Dawn Strikes don't do diddly. But that's just my experience with them in this early access phase. We're at patch 2007. Moving on, I wouldn't recommend these 20mm CWIS because they just overheat so quickly. You don't have any fire and sustainability. GSU 218s might be a decent supplement or complement to your outer left and right port and starboard VDB-20 Bravos, which we'll look at here in a second. So it might be a nice complement to that and shoot a bit faster. The reason I went with VDB-20s is because I knew they were slow firing and very accurate, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. This thing is called Longbow. So I was fully anticipating these weapon slots up here to actually allow you to use missiles. That did not seem to be the case. With the sword, you could put missiles at least up here on your port and starboard dorsal mounts. But on this ship, you don't have options for that. It only supports gimbal mounts, so this is only a gimbal fighter. You can't even put any other fixed weapon, which is honestly a little bit annoying. But that's just the state of the game right now. That might change in the future. Moving on to the size 4, that really opens up a lot of options for you. Again, the low profile seemed to be just fine for me. I barely had those getting blown off there. Looking at the actual weapons, again, I don't recommend changing out of the VDB-20s, the Bravos here. These are not purchasable anywhere. I haven't seen them anywhere. Maybe there's a new block that's coming out at a higher rank that I just haven't unlocked yet that allows you to buy these things. I'm scared to even replace them with anything else myself. I would like to keep them in my inventory. I think that would be kind of cool, but I'm also not here to like cheese the game. Nice and slow firing semi-automatic mode, 20mm rounds. You have 365 rounds per minute, so that's similar to the VDB-20s. They're just a slightly bigger variant. So they have the same method of accuracy. Yeah, mode of accuracy. Muzzle velocity is slightly lower, actually slightly higher. Correction. The Bravos are slightly higher at 990 meters per second, where the standard VDB-20s at 925 meters per second muzzle velocity. Again, you have about 20 kilograms more of mass, so that's something to take into consideration. And the 20 Bravos carry 500 rounds opposed to 425 rounds, so 75 rounds less in the regular 20s. That makes, all around, the VDB-20s are really good. Yeah, they shoot slow, but they're designed to engage your enemies at that medium distance. I know it says effective at close range, but what they mean is like less than 2 kilometers, 2.5 kilometers. So that is my breakdown of the loadout. In retrospect, I probably could have just put lasers on these 4 points. And I definitely would have put the ball gimbals in retrospect, right? So look at the difference in price. The low profile gimbals cost you 25,650 credits each. That means for 4 of them, it's 100,026. So 126,000. No, yeah, 100. Oh my god. 102,600. There we go. Credits to upgrade into these. My math can be wrong. Who cares? Compared to these ball gimbals, which are 82,000, that's like a 3 times cost increase. So instead of 100,000 for a full loadout, you're looking at over 300,000 for a full loadout. That's a significant jump in price. Let me know what you guys think. Am I out to lunch on this? Do you think the ball turrets actually are worth it for top and bottom? Is this ship even worth it? Would you skip it? I think it actually has a really nice role to play on the battlefield if you're in a squadron. So in flight with a squadron, I know that this would perform really well because you'd have Hyperions, you'd have Shrikes, you'd have Pegasus, you'd have all the other class, the Reus. You'd have other people watching your back, so that way it's not all on you to perform the duties of flying. But I fly solo, that's just the way I test these things. So next time we are going to look at, I believe, yeah, the Hyperion EOS. Nope, I misspoke again. We're getting to look at the Reus Bolide. Bolide, I don't know how you say it. So that's a level 14 fighter. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. Till next time, I'm SethOnDuty, signing off.